Well, folks, I hope you've had a great weekend. It's July 17th. If you're a little bit bored, you're watching me doing some unboxings. I just want to show you what's in some of my camera bags. I've shown this before, but you're always updating. So, for an example, you get a low pro bag. You get it at Best Buy. I have a cable for a battery charger that you can plug into the wall for the batteries. But this cable, it's also, if you hook it up to an adapter, like I can hook it up to the camera, and then I can charge the camera through, let's say, a power strip. Anyhow, what I usually have in this bag is, I'm in Nikon. So what I have here is my Z50. So I have the 50 to 250 kit lens. I'll put right here. In fact, go right here so you can see the whole thing. And I may have to move it down here. See if I can see how high. Yeah. Okay. That didn't work. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, show and tell. So this is the DX 50 to 250 lens. Came with the Z50. It has the plastic bottom for the lens cover on the back, or on the bottom. Lens cap. I think, yep. This is a 62 millimeter ring. There we go. Sorry. And I should just put it on the widescreen. Okay, let's go back here. So there's my beautiful self. Okay, there we go. Let's get to business. So, kit lens. I bought it with the kit lens also. And this is the camera cap and the bottom of the lens cap. And I had the kit lens 16 to 55. I've already showed you this Rode Micro or Mic Mini. Yeah, let's pull the cover on. It came off a little bit. Well, a little bit came off a lot. Anyhow, if I pull this off, this is what it looks like. Okay. So it goes on just like, I think like this. Or I can just shove it through. There we go. So there's the Rode Micro Mini. Excellent. You extend the camera out to 16. Good vlogging camera. Of course, with the flippy screen, it's different. Goes underneath. And the reason why I got the cage is so I can put a tripod mount. All right, where was it? Oh, I took it off. I think it did. Oh yeah, I don't use this for a tripod. That's why I got this handle. To put this on there. Also, if I need a flash, it goes right over the cage. Now I could put something right here too, if I want to add it. Or like another light or anything like that. Or I can put something here. But I usually like it here. It's out of the way. Anyway, if you're vlogging, this is a pretty good grip like this. And if you get tired, you can do it the old-fashioned way. So I can do it with both hands. Yes, it brings a little bit weight to the camera, but what I like about it is when I'm shooting, it's more steady holding it with two hands. This has no IBIS, and so unless the lens is stabilized, which these kit lenses are, I think, you're shaking a lot. This stabilizes my picture tape and video taking. Now I can mount this. I think I can mount it. No, I didn't get that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't usually use this for video. I just use it for pictures. And if you turn it on, and as you can see, I'm going to flip it. That way you can. All right, how do I do this? Okay, like that. Okay, now you can see the screen. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the TV. Scrolling around. So you can see it's fully battered. I got the sound levels working now because of the cable problem, which the video I did this morning. So this is still a great camera. It's not like a Z9 or anything, but for an average user like me to take pictures, this is excellent. And I have lenses to do macro, like the 50 millimeter macro. I think that's an f2.8. Excellent lens. So I can get in real close to certain shots. It can also be used on the Z30. So, the reason why I'm showing you this. Imagine this without the EVF, but with the body. Don't look at the cage, just look at the camera. And let me get a close-up shot right here. Okay, so the Z30 will be like this, minus this is straight EVF, and I'll have the dial and that and this. Everything else is a straight line. What I like about the Z50, everything I can reach right here. The only thing right here is for turning this off. Either if you want the LCD or you want this or whatever, or both. But everything on the right hand side, and let me do it this way, can reach with my right hand. So I can scroll, I can magnify, display, everything right here. It's a good camera. So anyhow, this goes to 16 to 50 millimeter. It's not the best lens, but it's good enough. And I'm going to put the windscreen back on. So I'm going to pause this a little bit. So I got the muffler back on. I'll just put it back in the camera bag. So this is mid-size. Let me get over here. Sorry. Mid-size. It's a low pro. Like the bag. Let me go right here. Okay. So I already show you what's going in it. So I can put the camera in here and it'll fit. And I can put the lens in. It all fits in the bag. I'll just put it here for now. So that's one. Two, I'm going to show off because I've been car vlogging with this bad boy. So everything goes in here. Basically, I'm taking the ZFC, this camera. It has the small rig, L grip, and you're watching me now. Oh, no you're not. Now you're watching me with the 28 millimeter. That's what you've been viewing me while I'm vlogging in the car. It's a great lens. It's wide enough where you can see me pretty clear, and I think it's excellent. So anyhow, if I open up the sack, open it up. This is the Truckee BP250. All right. And I have cables. So these cables can USB 3. Yeah, they're all USB 3, but they can go to micro USB, to a lightning port, USB-C. You know, the lightning port is for my cell phone or other devices like your mice, if you happen to carry your computer or whatever. So I put all the cables in this bag right here. In this part, the top part, I have the dummy battery for the ZE10. No, I'm sorry, the ZV-E10. I'm sorry. And here on the side pockets, I have one side the batteries for the ZV-E10. On the other side, the batteries for either the Z50 or the ZFC, depending which one I take. I like taking the ZFC because of the dials on the top, and if I put it in manual mode, it works a lot better with the lighting situation. What I've noticed is when a truck passes by or if I'm by a wall, I light up, unless I'm right in the sun. But when it's a blue sky, somehow the contrast in the ISO makes me darker. And they're trying to make the background the focal point, which is wrong. It should stay on me. So that's why I'm getting dark, and I'm driving along. I'm finally realizing what I'm doing, you know. So I have to correct that. How? I don't know. But anyhow, so open up the this part right here. And this, oh no, I had it open. Okay, then unbuckle it. Okay, so in this pocket, I have my laptop and a pad, MacBook Air, M1. Also in here, I have a USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB 3A male to male. And then I have an adapter to USB-C to USB 3. That's very important. And for the USB-C, I have a battery charger. This is for the laptop. But I can also charge the camera and other things if it's available. I have the dual battery pack that will charge the Sony batteries. Did a video on that. Also in here on the other side, if I wanted to, I can charge my cell phone, which I've been doing, on this little brick. And if I open it up, it has USB-A or USB 2, I think, and then USB-C. No, it's a micro USB. So this is an older version. And you can see the light comes on. So I plug this back in so it won't lose charge. But once you remove the cover, then it starts charging, whatever you have. So these are kind of like the essentials that you need if you're going on a trip. And the only thing is, would you carry it on board with you, or would you put it in the baggage compartment area? The plane. Me, I'd rather drive. then that's with me all the time. Yes, it takes longer, but everything's secure. Know where everything is. And last but not least, so I showed you the cables. I'm going to open up the bottom part. Now, this is a neat setup. And I'm going to go to this camera right here, the Z7 II. Okay. Let me do it this way. Okay. So, on this side, I got the tripod, which I mount the ZV-E10 on. And I got another battery pack. So this one is charged by USB-C, but has two USB-As, and it can also charge out of the USB-C also. So this comes in handy too. So I have 3 battery chargers in this backpack, all charged up, ready to go for another week. So we have that. And my Manfrotto tripods. I love these things. They're the best tripods. They're sturdy. They don't bend down too easy. And in here, I open this module up, take the camera out. Here it is. The ZV-E10. I just hook up the microphone, pull out the screen, up this way, and I'm ready to rock and roll. There you have it. And I just turn it on, turn off the, take that off. Now you can see everything's in focus. I'm pointing it at me. You can see the screen, see the monitor, see the camera, and the voice is activated. I got this going because I got the right cable on here now. Of course, you have to plug it in all the way. But you see, I got these working. I got that working. What you're hearing me now is the twin to this. Couldn't believe it. I had these in the drawer for a year, and then it was all because of the cable. You need the analog 2 little stripes on the ends, all right, to make these cameras work, not the 3. So I had a 2 to 3 converter, and it did not work. That's all it was. And these sound great. So anyway, I'm going to turn this off. I already showed a little bit about this camera too. Put that back on. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to show you something. Okay, now what I'm going to show you is a couple of adapters. One is if you're going to set up your camera for vlogging, I would recommend you get these cables right angles, and they have like a left and right. So like if I plug this in for the video, you open up the little door, and what I like about the Sony is their microphone is not like Nikon has. So Nikon only has a microphone, then they have either HDMI or USB, and then the HDMI or USB on the top. So the door opens up, and I like the doors. They're not like the flaps. So that would be the headphone, but this is the micro HDMI cable. And so when you have the screen like this, okay, you're losing a little real estate. And then when you have the cables in front, you know, it's blocking your view. So what I've got is these devices where this plug in, and I'll bring this back a little bit so I don't scratch the screen. There's the HDMI. I just hook it up to an Elgato USB, cam link and or 4K, you know, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And then for constant power, see, I got the dummy battery, but if I don't have it, I can charge it with this. And, all right, I lost it. Oh, there it is right there. This also makes, so if I put it like that, okay, this is what I'm talking about. That blocks the screen. But if you get an adapter and you go the other way, so what I usually do is this. I plug it in. USB-C, it doesn't matter if you put it up or down, but I'm putting it up. I'm pushing it in. Now, I plug this part into kind of like the old cigarette lighter, you know, with the outlet. So it has a USB-C part, and the other one's a USB-A, USB 3.0. All right. So I plug this in. It keeps the battery charged on the camera. And for your studio, you just hook it up to the Apple battery, you know, for the laptop, the 30 watt. That'll work. You can probably plug it into, if it has a USB-C, or like that converter I showed you, from USB-C to USB-A. You know, there's a lot of different adapters that you can use. So anyway, what I want to show is when you're vlogging, you don't want any cables right here if you have it to an external power supply. This is what I recommend. Everything is out of the way. So if I'm vlogging, I can see most of the screen. The microphone's out of the way. The wires are out of the way. I don't even notice them. Okay? And I can still see the volume meter that the volume is going. So I don't really need a headphone. All right? The only thing you have to worry about is how much space is on the SD card. But then it'll warn you too. What I like about this is it tells you how many hours of vlogging you have left. Or it'll tell you when you're running out of space. So if you get a good card, a big one, you're good to go. I do it at 4K 30. Not 4K 60, but 4K 30. And I'm happy with the quality. I also do it in MP4. This only does it in MP4, I believe. Nikon, they do it in movie also, but movie is twice the size of MP4 in most cases. And I don't see the video quality difference. So I put it in MP4, then I run the video using Encam Live, like I'm doing right now, and it renders the file to even smaller. So since I'm doing it live, it's doing it automatically. So I just wanted to show you this on the vlogging and how to keep your battery charged. You do it like this. And then if you're not, you can use your vlogging. So you got your tripod, you can set it down. There's your microphone, so it can hear everything you're doing. The only thing I don't like about the shotgun microphones is if it's directional, it's good. If it picks up the surrounding sound, it's bad. I tried the little rabbit's ear on here, and it still picked up all the sound on the car, the air conditioner, everything. With Final Cut Pro, they have a new update where it just isolates your voice. It can get rid of all the other sound. So this is what I recommend, and this is what I carry in the bag. And for vlogging, it's perfect. So I'll put these up. And this is just to show you one way of doing it. Okay, leave that there. Okay, so I'm going to show an example. You've been watching me on the Ecamm Live. Now I'm going to use this. I'm going to record the stuff and show you how I set up my ZFC for this studio. So here we go. I'm going to turn around. This is at 16 millimeter f1.4. All right, so with the EV10, I don't have a viewfinder like it is on the ZFC. Okay, I love the ZFC because it has the dials. So composite aperture, shutter speed, ISO. Then it has auto, priority, shutter, aperture, and manual. And as you can see, right down here, same thing. So, I have the microphone cable, which is in a way, but that's okay. Then I have an L bracket going out this way, because the microphone isn't, so I can't bring it down. So I have an adapter going out that way, and then I add another adapter that goes down for the power. And then of course I already showed you about the cable going up for the video, and you see most of the screen is unblocked. Here, let me remove that. Okay, now it's unblocked. And then of course I got the, when I put my hand over the EVF, that turns off, but that's how I have it set up. So this is hooked up, you know, with the wires. And this is the kit lens, by the way, but this is the 28 millimeter SE f2.8, which I bought separately because they were out of stock. They finally got one in town and I grabbed it. So if we go around here, you don't see any of the wires, but this is the microphone, the twin, and I have it on a tripod. So we're going around. So here's the Mac Mini. Okay, it's an Intel 2018. I upgraded the memory to 64 gigabytes. This is the G drive, 4 terabyte. This is a USB 3 hub. And if you look at the wires, I think I got, yeah, that's for the internet. I got all the USBs hooked up. I got one USB 3 hooked up. I got an opening right here. And this is for the hub. But you can see this is for one of the cameras. This is for another camera. And it's hot back here. Intel runs hot. It's not too bad. It's running at 42 degrees. But then I got a hub in here that'll do SD, micro, or regular. I got a USB-C generating power to this. Then this goes to here into, you know, for transferring information. And then I have another camera hooked up with a USB 3, you know, to the set 7.2, which is, if you go all the way there around the TV, so this OLED TV, and there it is. And I got 3 of these 8-foot cables, and I got a little bracket, which I don't think I can find. Yeah. So if you look down there, there's a female attachment to the males, and that's how I extend it. So I got 24 feet of HD DMI 2.1 cables going to that camera for the fastest speed available. So anyhow, this is a short video. I'm gonna turn this off, load the card to, let's do it this way. And I'm gonna load the card into the computer, and then I'm gonna play it. So I'll see you in a moment. So what do you think? A quick, fast way of showing how things are done. So I didn't have to hook this up to Ecamm Live. I just recorded it to an SD card. I installed the SD card into the computer. It transferred the file, which is on my desktop. And when I open up in Ecamm Live, I open up the file. And that's how easy it is. So once this video is done, I review it. If everything is good, I send it up to YouTube, give it a name, title, describe what's in the movie or in the video, and then it's just a waiting process of YouTube to render it into 4K. So I've been filming everything in 4K, but they render it some more, so most people watch the videos on their cell phones. Then they go to tablets, and then laptops, then computers. And 4K really doesn't matter. You can probably do it in 720p. A lot of people do it in 720p. They just use their laptop and their webcam, or the camera that's installed in their laptop. Or they use their cell phones. Biggest thing. You can use your cell phone to do that. And, you know, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. There are many devices you can use to send stuff to the internet. So I'm just showing you what my setup is. So for car vlogging, and also how I process stuff into Ecamm Live. And then I will process it to the internet. And that's all I have to do. So I can do it two ways, but it would slow it down and it'll make this video longer. But I'll end this video now, and then the next video I'll show you how I process it through the internet. And then you'll see the final process when it's done, when I make it live for everybody to watch it. So this is kind of like behind the scenes of stuff, what I have to go through to get things working. And I hope this is helpful. If you have any more comments or questions, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And hope you like the camera setup. I got two. I can add a third one if I wanted to, but one is all you need. I just got an extra one, you know, just to show a wide field of view if stuff I want to show off. So anyhow, remember to give me a like, subscribe, and as always, stay safe, keep smiling, and until next time, goodbye.